Hello everybody, this is Kurt ASMR. I hope you're doing really well today. So in today's video, I wanted to do soft spoken because I haven't done a soft spoken video for a long time. And I am going to be soft speaking, not whispering, because I just wanted to change it up. British phrases, I had to look these up because when you start thinking about your own language, you're like, what are British phrases? Because you just sort of take them for granted. And I had a look online and I found that a lot of them, the websites I went to, they weren't that great, or they had really phrases which are really out of date, which we don't say anymore, and some which are sort of in wide use by English speaking countries. Like there are some which I think Americans use as well. So I tried to find things which were quite uniquely British for you. And I wrote them in my Demon Slayer notebook, which is not British, obviously, but I love Demon Slayer. But so I'm going to read you some of these British phrases and tell you what they mean. Gosh, I actually lost my place in my notebook then, so I had to cut. I also have this cool cup, which I actually borrowed from my mum when I visited her last. This is, it says, "You are my cup of tea. You are my cup of tea." I am not actually drinking out of this because it's really dirty. There's something nasty in the bottom and I didn't have time to wash it. And I've already had a cup of coffee. So, yeah, I'm not drinking anymore because it's evening, the sun is going down. And I don't say "you are my cup of tea," not even to my partner. I would be more likely to say that something isn't my cup of tea. It's a polite way of saying that I don't like something. Like, for example, mushrooms. I hate mushrooms. They're not my cup of tea. All right, let's get started with the British phrases, shall we? First thing is, would you like a nice cup of tea? Would you like a nice cup of tea and a slice of cake? Would you like a nice cup of tea and a slice of cake? I don't have to explain that. I wouldn't say, would you like a nice cup of tea in real life. I'd probably just say, would you like a cup of tea? But I like the nice. It's nice to have the nice in there. So would you like a nice cup of tea and a piece of cake? I will rarely say no to a nice piece of cake. I would say the most British cake is the Victoria sandwich cake, which I really like. It's two sponges with jam. Strawberry jam's best, but you can use raspberry as well. Strawberry jam, buttercream, which is optional as well. You can have buttercream or not. And then on top you can either sprinkle granulated sugar, which gives it a nice crunch, or you can use icing sugar, which makes it look nice on top, and is a bit sweeter. Obviously, I prefer the granulated sugar because it gives the cake a bit of a crunch. It's very simple, really easy to make. You could just Google a recipe for Victoria sandwich cake. I'd say after that, the most popular is the lemon drizzle cake, which obviously you can get all over the world, called different things, lemon loaf cake. But I'm not sure if that's a British one. Anyway, would you like a nice cup of tea? Next one, I like this one. I found these from various different sources. Going to a do. Going to a do. That means I'm going to a party. A do would indicate that it's like a fancy party. I'm going to a do. I'm going to a do. I'm actually going to a do this week. And I can't talk about it. It's a secret, but I'm going to a do this week. It's the weekend as I'm recording this, and I am going to have to dress up for this do. Okay, so that's going to a do. Next, I like this one too. This is kerfuffle. A kerfuffle. That's Kerfuffle. kerfuffle is like a kind of like a, or as you can say, like a brouhaha, but a kerfuffle is kind of like a commotion. So if two cats were fighting outside, this is just an example, and were making lots of noises and breaking things, then you would say, what is that kerfuffle outside? Or it was a right kerfuffle trying to sort out my taxes, or something complicated, something messy. It could be a commotion, or it could be something, that's a bit difficult, or quite a lot difficult to do. So if something's a right kerfuffle, then it was difficult to do. So, okay. And a brouhaha, that's the same kind of thing. It's a bit of a brouhaha, but it's not as popular, that one. So I've got not my cup of tea. A piece of cake is also easy. I think that's an American thing as well. I don't know why that was there, because that's kind of not real. I would say that's really a British one. Tickety-boo. Tickety-boo. Tickety-boo, that means something is okay. Tickety-boo. How are you? I'm tickety-boo. How is your car running? It's tickety-boo. How is life going? It's tickety-boo. It's quite, I quite like that one. It's, I'd associate that with more posh people. I'm not posh. I'm actually putting on more of an accent just for the purposes of this video. But tickety-boo, I like it. Okay. An arm and a leg. I'm not sure if you're in America, for example, you use this, but when something costs an arm and a leg, it means it costs a lot of money. It cost me an arm and a leg to post this parcel at the post office. This holiday is going to cost me an arm and a leg. This repair bill is going to cost me an arm and a leg. It means expensive, an arm and a leg. What else do we say for expensive? Just a fortune. I'm paying through the nose. That means you're paying too much. A rip-off. A lot of these are phrases that you already know. Barking up the wrong tree. You are barking up the wrong tree. If you're barking up the wrong tree, it means you're wrong about something, or you're making a mistake. So, yes, barking up the wrong tree. If you think that you can come to the UK and not expect it to rain, you are barking up the wrong tree, because it does rain here quite a lot, even though today it's a nice sunny spring evening, although it's chilly. Barking up the wrong tree. Okay, next. Look after the pennies and the pounds will look after themselves. So that means that if you're careful with your money, then you'll save more, basically. Look after the pennies and the pounds will look after themselves. It's pretty self-explanatory, really. Oh, I like this one. This is one of my favourites, and one of my partner's favourites as well. I am cream crackered. I am cream crackered. So cream crackered rhymes with knackered, and knackered is, I think it's like a kind of old rhyming slang for really tired. So the knacker's yard is where old horses used to go to live out their days. It's a bit sad. So when you're knackered, you are just completely exhausted. And cream crackered rhymes with that. So cream crackers are, well, cream crackers, not like Ritz crackers, I don't know, cream crackers. But if you're cream crackered, you can get like crackers with cheese sandwich in the middle. We used to be able to. Did Ritz do that? I don't know. But cream crackered means that you are exhausted. I like that one. I think it's funny. Cream crackered. Here's another good one. I'm chuffed to bits. I'm chuffed to bits. Chuffed to bits means you are really happy. You're really happy. I'm chuffed to bits. I'm really chuffed to be here. I was chuffed to bits to receive that birthday present or that gift. I was chuffed to bits to find my lost wallet. It means you're really happy about something. Chuffed to bits. That's CHUFFED. Next is, oh dear, I can't read my own writing. Pear-shaped. Okay, pear-shaped. Pear-shaped to me, it's all gone pear-shaped. Apparently, according to the internet, this comes from World War II, when pilots used to fly in perfect circles to practice. But if something's gone pear-shaped, it means they're off course. So when we say it's all gone pear-shaped, it means something's gone wrong. I was trying to fix this shelf, but it's all gone pear-shaped. I was trying to organise this party, but it's all gone pear-shaped. It's when something goes wrong. And yeah, it's just a mess. It's all just gone to pot. It's all gone pear-shaped. Next is taking the mickey. Taking the mickey, that means making fun of somebody, taking the mickey. Just like Mickey Mouse, but I don't know what the origin of that phrase is, so you can Google that. When you take the mickey out of someone, you're making fun of them, but you can also say to somebody, you are taking the mickey. So if someone says they want a ridiculous price, if someone told me that this cup was £500, I would say, you're taking the mickey. Even if it was £10, I wouldn't pay more than £6 for this cup. So don't take the mickey. Next one is quid. A quid, Q-U-I-D, that is a colloquial term or slang term for £1, which the pound sterling is our currency in the UK. When you say I'm quids in, it means I am not rich, but it means I've gained some money, or I've saved a lot of money. So when I'm quids in, excuse me, that's my chair. I'm quids in. I recently got a refund on my train tickets, but I don't know if that would, I'm not really quids in because I kind of paid out and my trains were cancelled, so I got a refund. So am I quids in? Kind of, but not really, because I'm just getting the money back that I paid for. So, but when you quids in, it means, yeah, you've saved a lot on something, or you've gained a bit of money. I'm quids in. Here's a good one. A chin wag. That's what me and you are doing right now. We're having a chin wag. A chin wag means we're just having a chat, having a talk. I met my friend at the cafe today, and we had a good chin wag. It's quite an old-fashioned one as well. There's also chit-chat, a chin wag or a chit-chat, or a chat. Yeah, a chin wag, a good chin wag. It's nice to meet up with a friend and have a good chin wag. Alright, next. This is another one I like. Brolly. 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 If you don't know this one, this is B-R-O-L-L-Y. Brolly. A brolly is a slang word for umbrella. Brolly. So it just shortens the word, and it's brolly. I don't know where that came from, but if you need a brolly, it means you need an umbrella. And when you come to the UK, you will definitely need your brolly, or you will need to buy yourself one, because, like I said before, we get a lot of rain. So bring your brolly. I have a brolly in my bag all the time. I think I just have one at the moment, but because I have 2 bags, I have a big rucksack for when I have more stuff, and I have a shoulder bag which is smaller but more stylish. And at one point, because I hated being caught out in the rain, I had a brolly in each bag, but I think I've just got one now, and I change them around depending on which bag I'm using, and sometimes I forget. Alright, next is Marmite. Marmite. Now, I'm sure you may have heard of Marmite. Marmite is a yeast extract spread, which is a byproduct of the brewing industry. So it's like an offcut of like beer. And it's like a sort of dark, malty, salty tasting spread. A bit like Vegemite, but I think it's thicker than Vegemite. And you spread it on toast. It's a very British thing, but people either love or they hate Marmite. And actually, the word Marmite is now it's part of our language, and we use that to describe something we either love or hate, where there's no in between. We either love it or we hate it. I love Marmite, but I haven't eaten it for a long time, because I don't eat a lot of toast, and when I do, I prefer jam or honey, but I do like Marmite. Does that mean I am in between? I do love it, though. I don't hate it, but I do love it when I eat it, so I'm going to say I love it, but I just haven't eaten it for a while, because I go through phases with eating things. So, but if you do come to the UK, or you can get your hands on some Marmite or Vegemites, I recommend you try it, but just be prepared that it's very kind of like bitter and salty, but it sort of grows on you if you get used to it. Marmite the product, it comes in a sort of jar with a yellow lid, but if you come to the UK, you might want to try it. So let me know if you love or hate Marmite, if you've tried it. Alright, next, a faff. A faff. Faff is, I guess it will be the opposite of a piece of cake. A faff is something really difficult. So, a faff, F-A-F-F. It's getting dark now. I might have to speed up this. I wanted to use natural light today. A faff. If I don't finish this video soon, it will be a real faff to get the lighting right, but a faff is something that's difficult to do. A faff. You can also say don't faff around. That's someone who messes around or sort of delays. And a faff is something complicated. A faff. Like I had to untangle my Christmas lights, and it was such a faff to do. I like that. But also you can faff around. I faff around when I'm like I have to pack my suitcase because I'm going away tomorrow, and I will faff around making sure I've got everything, deciding how much shampoo and shower gel and supplements I will faff around before I'm ready to go, because I hate forgetting things and I hate being unprepared. So tonight I probably will be faffing around, but also if you faff around, it's like someone who's makes things unnecessarily complicated as well, and not necessarily with a good result. So I'm hoping by faffing around I'll have a good result, but when you faff around, it can also be unintentional as well, maybe even more so. So you faff around when you're making things unnecessarily difficult. So faff around. So don't faff around. Or if you must, make sure that it's for a good reason. Yeah. And I hope that if you have any wires to untangle or shoelaces to untie, that it's not too much of a faff, but it can be. Or next, bits and bobs. Bits and bobs. I find myself saying bits and bobs lately. Bits and bobs. So bits and bobs means, yeah, bits and pieces. Like you might do an order on Amazon, for example. You might be ordering several bits and pieces, so they might come in bits and bobs. Yeah, bits and bobs. I like bits and bobs. Or what are you doing with yourself lately? Well, I'm just doing bits and bobs. Or maybe you have a lot of cleaning to do and you're like, well, I'll just do bits and bobs, or have a to-do list. I'll just do bits and bobs and do the big tasks later or something. But it's like, yeah, bits and pieces, really. Next is chock-a-block. Chock-a-block. So the spelling I have is chockablock. Chock-a-block. It means something is really busy. So I went to the supermarket just before Christmas. It's not Christmas, it's an example. And the supermarket was chock-a-block. I went to check in at the airport and it was chock-a-block. Security was chock-a-block. It took me ages to get through. So if something's chock-a-block, it is also rammed, busy. I like to say rammed, busy. I don't like it when places are busy. I really don't. It's not relaxing. So it was chock-a-block. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the last place that I went to that was chock-a-block. Probably a train. A lot of the trains that I get on are often chock-a-block, especially during rush hour. Okay, next. A doddle. A doddle. If something is a doddle, it's the opposite to a faff. It's really easy. It is a doddle. D-O-D-D-L-E. It was a doddle. I can't think of anything that's been a doddle for me lately. What's been a doddle? I had to book a hotel room recently, and it was a doddle to do. I needed one extra night in my hotel, and I'm not going to say the app or anything because I'm not sponsored, but it was a doddle because I'd already booked to be there, so I could find the details easily and just book an extra night, and it was a doddle. And finally, another one of my favourites, a shambles. A shambles. So a shambles means something is just an absolute mess. A person can be a shambles. It means you're messy, you're disorganised, you are laissez-faire, like you don't care about things, you're a shambles. A shambles, yeah, this was an absolute shambles. This event was an absolute shambles. I want a refund. This was a shambles. We can also say shambolic. Shambolic means it's a descriptive word, so it's an adjective. If something's shambolic, it means it's dysfunctional, messy, lazy, poorly done, an absolute shambles, or shambolic. This person is shambolic. What you did was shambolic. I feel myself thinking that more than saying it to people because I'm British and I'm a bit too polite to say that. Sometimes I find people's actions and behaviour shambolic, but I often do. So not too often, but enough. So shambles or shambolic. So I hope you find this video a doddle to listen to. And I hope that it is your cup of tea. Thank you for watching my British words video. I hope you found it relaxing and educational. I'm going to go now because it's getting dark here, and I'm going to get my tea. Now that's another British phrase. We say the word tea when we mean dinner. It's I guess a colloquialism. Especially I'm from the north of England, and we say tea instead of dinner. So when we say tea's ready, it doesn't necessarily mean that a cup of tea is ready. It will mean that dinner's ready. Or what do you want for your tea? It means what do you want for your dinner? It's also shorter as well, so that, it works. But I need something for my tea. So, okay, well, I'm going to get my tea or my dinner now, and I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you sleep well or have a lovely day wherever you are, whenever you're listening and wherever you're listening. And I will see you soon for another ASMR video. And I hope you'll like, comment and subscribe if this type of thing is your cup of tea. Take care. Bye bye.